Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last sessions, we discussed about the percentage and everything. So, the continuation for that is profit and loss. See, this profit and loss is more or less the continuation for our percentage students. So, first of all, we will see some basic things about this profit and loss, and then we will, after finishing that, we will solve the problems. Now, see here students, in this profit and loss concept, what will happen? See, we all know when the profit and loss comes means whenever we have the cost price business, when there is a business. So, we will have two words, most commonly heard words, one is cost price and the other one is selling price. We all know cost price is nothing but the amount which we spend to manufacture a product or to make a product. When it comes to selling price, the amount for which we sell our product, we call it as selling price. So, we also hear a word called profit. When we can say profit, when my selling price is greater than cost price, then I will say that I got profit in my business. And what is the value of profit, students? Profit will be is equal to SP minus CP, selling price minus cost price. And similarly, when you will say you got loss in the business, when my cost price is greater than selling price, then we can say that there is a loss in the business. Then how you will calculate the loss here? CP minus SP. These are the basic things. That is the reason I am going little bit quickly, students. Okay. Next, how you will find the percentage of profit or profit percentage? Profit by cost price into 100. Profit by cost price into 100. See, whether we find the profit or loss, usually we will compare with the cost price and then only we will decide profit or loss. So, always while calculating the profit percentage or loss percentage, we will compare it with the cost price only. So, similarly, percentage of loss, what it becomes? Loss by CP into 100 percentage. If you want more detailed one, please do our series, some other, one more series we have, in that we discussed all these things in a detailed manner. Okay. Now, but for time being, profit, percentage of profit and percentage of loss is equal to profit by CP into 100 and loss by CP into 100. These are the basic things which we should know under this. Next, whenever in the questions, if they say, if they mentions that in a business there is a profit of 10 percentage, they will simply say that there is a profit of 10 percentage. What is the actual meaning behind that is, profit of 10% means profit is equal to 10 percentage of CP. Please try to remember this. They will not mention 10% of CP, but we should know by default that how we are calculating the profit percentage or loss percentage, by comparing it with CP only, right? So, whether it is profit or loss, always that will be in terms of cost price only. They will simply say that there is a profit of 10% in the business, but we should understand that profit of 10% of cost price, 10% of cost price. Now, how you will write the relation between cost price and selling price when there is a profit of 10%? Usually, just now we have written, what is the formula for profit, students? Profit is equal to SP minus CP, right? SP minus CP, just now we have. Profit is 10% of CP. So, 10% of CP is equal to SP minus CP. Now, if I send CP to this side, it will become what? SP is equal to CP plus 10% of CP. Now, please see, observe here, students. CP means what? 100% of CP. So, SP value will become what for me here? 110% of CP. SP value will become what from here? 110% of CP. So, if whenever in the question, if they mentions that there is a profit of 10% means, directly you people should write SP is equal to 110% of CP. Why? Because whenever there is a profit, the relation between SP and CP will become 110% of CP. And similarly, if there is any loss, what you will write? SP is equal to, see, from this what I can write is SP is equal to 100 plus or minus X percentage of CP, 100 plus or minus X percentage of CP. Okay, you will take plus X if profit, if you will take minus X if there is a loss. Understood? What is the reason behind that? Means this is the reason behind that. So, now tell me, if there is a loss of 20%, how you will write the relation between SP and CP? Loss of 20%. So, what you will do? SP is equal to 100, loss means what? Minus 20% of CP. So, that means SP value will become what for me here? 80% of CP. Understood? SP value will be equal to 80% of CP. For example, if there is a profit of 15%, then SP will become what for me here? 115% of CP. Very simple. If there is a profit, add it to 100. If there is a loss, subtract it from 100. So like this, we need to write the relation between the selling price and cost price. Like this, we need to write the relation between selling price and cost price. And one more thing, see here students, if I came to know that SP is equal to 4 by 5 of CP. SP is equal to 4 by 5 of CP. Now please observe here, tell me what is the relation, whether we got profit or loss, means how you are going to check this one. First of all, SP is equal to what you need to write, fraction is there, right? Please convert that into percentage. How you can convert that into percentage? 4 by 5 into 100 percentage of CP. Now 5 ones, 5 20s. So SP value will become what for me here? 80% of CP. Now tell me whether it is profit or loss. If it is profit, what percentage, or else if it is loss, what percentage? Now first of all check this one, whether it is greater than 100 or less than 100. Less than 100. Less than 100 means loss. Less than 100 by what? 20%. So I can say that 20% loss. Understood students? By the equations also we should understand the concept in reverse order. And similarly, while solving, somewhere you got CP is equal to some 2 by 3 of SP. 2 by 3 of SP. So before writing the relation, first of all make sure that write everything in terms of SP is equal to something into CP. Don't write, okay, CP is equal to 2 by 3 and multiply it with 100 and don't do those type of things. First of all, you should convert that SP in terms of CP. SP in terms of CP. So this will become what for me? 3 by 2 CP. 3 by 2 CP. Now you can tell whether it is profit or loss by converting it into percentage. What you will do? 3 by 2 into 100 percentage of CP. 2 ones are 2 50s are. So this will become what for me? 150% of CP. SP is equal to what now I got? 150% of CP. Now tell me whether it is profit or loss. If it is profit, what percentage? Loss, what? Check whether this is greater than 100 or less than 100. Greater than 100. Greater than 100 by how much? 50. So what I can say here? 50% profit. 50% profit. Like this you need to compare the selling price with cost price, and by seeing the relation we should be able to tell whether it is profit or loss. Profit or loss. So these things are very, very important students while solving the problems. Already we discussed the effective percentage case, that means shopkeeper case, marking up the price and then giving the discounts. All those things we have already discussed. Understood? Next. Here we will have already, as we discussed, we will have one more word that is called markup price. Markup price is just an intermediate price. From cost price we will mark up the price and then give the discount and then we will sell the goods. So while discussing the percentages, under the percentage concept only we learned this one. Why? Because this is related to our effective percentage. So please do watch that session so that it will be more clear for you people while solving the problems. Right? Next one, see here, in this concept we will have some things to be added to cost price or selling price based on the situation. Based on the situation, we will add something to our cost price or selling price and we will try to solve the things, students, actually. What are those things and how we are going to solve those things means, see here, sometimes we will have transport charges. Okay, transport charges. We need to add these transport charges to the cost price only. Understood? Sometimes we will have damages. This also we should consider under our cost price only. And then after adding that only, we need to decide the total cost price and then only you need to sell the products. Understood? So this is the basic concepts. These are the basic concepts. Now directly, anyway, effective percentage case I have discussed already. So please do watch that video. Now directly we will move to the problems and we will try to solve the problems from this concept called profit and loss, students. Okay. If anything is necessary, we will discuss at that time. Right. Now see here. John sold a fan at a loss of 10%. If he had sold it for rupees 48 more, he would have gained 5%. Find the cost price of the fan. Now see the first case, he sold the fan at a loss of 7%, right? Loss of 7% means, tell me the relation between selling price and cost price. Selling price will be equal to 93% of cost price. Am I correct? Is it correct or not? Yes, it is correct. Why? Because we know if it is loss, we will subtract it from 100. If it is profit, we will add it to 100. So selling price is equal to 93% of cost price. Okay, good. If he had sold it for 48 more, he would have gained 5%. That means in the second case, what is the relation between SP and CP, students? In the second case, SP is equal to in this case, he is gaining 5%. Gaining 5% means what is the relation I can write? 105% of CP. SP is equal to 105% of CP. Now, what is the difference in these two things? An additional of 48, right? From year to year, the increase of 48%. That means this value and this value. The difference between these two values is how much? 48 rupees. That means, see here, students, 105% of CP minus 93% of CP. This is equal to what? 48 rupees according to the given question itself. So now what it becomes? 12% of CP will be equal to for me what? 48 rupees. What did they ask us? What is the cost price of the fan? 100% is how much? See here, 100% of cost price is what? That is the question. See here, 12 fours are 48. Similarly, 100 fours are 400. So the original cost price of that fan is what? 400 rupees. 400 rupees. If you were able to solve this, that is fine. Or else cross multiply this and take it as x and try to solve it. Take it as x and try to solve it. Understood? Next one. A shopkeeper's price is 50% above the cost price. That means what? Selling price is equal to, if he allows his customer a discount of 30%. Okay, first of all, he is marking up the price by what? 50%, and then he is giving a discount of 30%. What does he, how much profit does he make? Effective percentage only, students. Simple, you can apply the formula. Okay, what you can initially, X, he marked up by 50%. Markup is 15% and then given a discount of 30%. So what is the effective change in percentage? We know M minus D minus M into D by 100. Actually, you will consider it as X and Y. Anyway, plus 50 minus 30 it will become, so we change that into markup and discount case. That's it, nothing more than that. What actually we have is X plus Y plus XY by 100. Here what you will take X value as plus 50 and Y value as minus 30 and we will try to solve it. Anyway, more or less the same thing. Okay, so effectively what you will get? 50 minus 30 minus 50 into 30 by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 get cancels. So 50 minus 30 it will become 20. 20 minus 15 it will become what? 5%. Whether you get a positive value or negative value? Positive value. If it is a positive value, then that is profit. So profit by what percentage? 5%. Understood? Profit by what percentage? 5% here. So there is a profit of 5% he will make in this case. Next one. A sells a bicycle to B at a profit of 20%. Okay. From A to B, the price was increased by 20%. Okay. And B sells to C it at a profit of 25%. So from B to C, once again the price is increased by 25% and C pays rupees 225 for it. Now C is paying 225 for it. What is the amount? What did A pay for it? What is the A pay for it? Now the price is increased by 20% and 25% successively, right? 20% and 25%. So what is the effective increase in the price? X plus Y plus XY by 100. Effective percentage. XY by 100. So what is the effective increase for me here? 20 plus 25 plus 20 into 25 by 100. 20 into 25 by 100. Now 25 ones are, 25 fours are, 4 ones, 4 fives are. So overall it will become what? 50%. That means the price was increased by what? 50% here. The price is increased by 50% here. Now see here, that means 150% is equal to 225, right? From A to C, the price is increased by 50%. So and C paid how much? 225. So 150% is equal to 225. Then A will pay how much? 100%. 100% is some X. If you know, you can multiply it or else cross multiply it. So what you will get here? 150 into X is equal to 100 into 225. 75 2s are, 75 3s are, 2 1s are, 2 50s are. 75 1s are, 75 2s are. Yes. X value will become what for me here? X value will become 150 rupees. That means the actual price, the amount paid by A is how much? 150 rupees. But the amount paid by C became how much? 225 rupees. Effectively, the price was increased by 50%. That means from A to C, the price was increased by 50%. So 100% will become what? 150%. 150% is equal to 25. A will pay obviously 100% only, right? So 100% is equal to what? Consider it as sum x and simply cross multiply it, right? Next one. Ramesh buys 2 books for rupees, this is rupees 410, and sells one at a loss of 20% and the other at a gain of 25%. If both the books are sold at same price, find the cost price of the book. Find the cost price of the book. Now see here, students. One book he is selling at a profit and the other one he is selling at a loss. Now he is selling, Ramesh buys 2 books for 410. Okay, together the price of both the books is what? 410 for him. Okay, so price of both the books is what? 410 rupees. Okay, on one he sold for 20% loss and the other he gained a 25%. And if the books were sold at the same price, now the selling price of both the books are same. Now see here, students, we will take the help of our shortcut one. We will take the help of our shortcut method. What is that shortcut method? Please see here. Book 1. He is selling at a loss, right? Loss of what? 20%. Book 1 he is selling at a loss of 20%. 20% what it becomes? 1 by 5. So initial and final. Initial and final. So what is the initial value I will have here? 5. And what is the final value I will have here? 4. Why? Because loss means what? Decreased. Decreased. Next. When it comes to my book 2, he is selling it at a gain of 25%. 25% it will become what? 1 by 4. So initial will become 4, final will become what? 5. Final will become what? 5. But in the question very clearly they showed, if both the books are sold for same price. Now here both these books are sold for the same price. But according to this what it became? It became 4 parts and this became 5 parts, right? So how you can equal these 2 parts? Tell me. By multiplying this equation with 5 and multiplying this equation with 4. See, actually students, you can multiply anything to a ratio. It will not be affected. So what happens to this? Book 1. Book 1 will become 25 and this will become what? 20. And similarly this will become 16 and this will become what? 20. Understood? 16 and 20. Now please observe here. Now the final values of both the books became equal. Both the books became equal. Now the initial values is what? 41. And the final value became what? 40. Okay. Now, he purchased both the books for what price? 410 rupees. So total, this initial price 41 rupees. Anyway, he is selling the goods in the loss. That is secondary. But 41 parts. This 41 parts will be equal to what? 410 for me. 410 rupees. So when it comes to book 1, this is how much? 25 parts. So book 1 price will become what for me here? Book 1 will become 250 rupees. When it comes to book 2, this will become what? 160 rupees. Book 1 will become 250 rupees and book 2 will become 160 rupees. Understood, students? So like this we can solve with the help of that shortcut method. If not, what happens here is you need to work little bit more. We don't know for what both the books were sold. What we will do is x and y. One book price is x rupees and the other one's price is some y rupees. Okay, next. One book is selling at a loss of 20% and the other one at a profit of 25%. So what you can write? Okay, now what happens here? Please see here. One book he purchased for x rupees and the other one y rupees, right? So when it comes to the selling price of book 1, SP of 1 will become what? 80% of x. When it comes to selling price of book 2, this will become what for me? 125% of y. Why? Because he is selling at a profit. He is selling this one at a profit. And one more thing what I can write here is x plus y is equal to 410. Why? Because he purchased both the books for 410 rupees. Right? Now we know that the selling price of these two things are equal. Equal in the sense what it becomes? 80 by 100 of x will be equal to 125 by 100 of y. Why? Because both the selling prices are equal. So now what happens to this? 100 will get cancelled. Next, when it comes to 5 16s are 5 25s are. So what I will get here? 16x is equal to 25y. 16x is equal to 25y. And we also know that x plus y is equal to 410. X plus y is equal to 410. So now substitute either x value or y value. So how you can substitute here? Please observe here, students. X value I can write this as 25 by 16 into y. So now I will substitute this x value here. What happens when I substitute there? 25 by 16y plus y is equal to 410. Y is equal to 410. So LCM will become 16. LCM becomes 16. So what happens to this one? 25y plus 16y is equal to 410. Numerator will become what for me? 41y by 16 is equal to 410. 41 ones, 41 tens. Y value will become what for me here? 160 rupees. If y value is 160 rupees, x value will become what for me here? 250 rupees. Like this you can solve the problem by using the traditional method. By using the traditional method, you will get the answer in this manner. If you know the shortcut, you can do this one. But make sure that what is the condition they given for us? The condition they given for us is both the books were sold for same price. Actually, the final price of first book became 4 and the second book became 5. Now, to equal those two values, what I have done is I cross multiplied their values so that they will become equal. So now 20 and 20, they became equal. Initial values became what? 25 and 16. So total will be total initial values is 41. Total selling values is 40. So this 41 parts is equal to what according to the given question? 410. So for 25 parts will become how much? First book, and 16 part will be my second book. So 25 parts will be 250 rupees. 16 parts will become 160 rupees. Like this you can do, or else by general assumption. X rupees and y rupees will be the price. So x plus y is 410. Now one book is sold for 20% loss. So directly write down 80% of x, 20% loss. And the other one 25% profit. So 125% of y. These two selling prices are equal. I equaled those two things and then done the remaining things. Okay? Right. We will see the next one. If the cost price of 15 tables be equal to selling price of 20 tables, find the loss percentage. What does, see the first one, from the first one what I can tell? 15 tables cost price, 15 CP is equal to 20 tables selling price. Let us assume that cost price be CP and selling price be SP only. Okay, so how you will write? Always SP in terms of CP. So from this SP value will become what for me? 15 by, I will send 20 to the other side, 20 CP. 15 by 20 CP. So what happens to this one? 3 by 4 CP. So SP value will be equal to 3 by 4 CP. 3 by 4 means 75%. If you know it directly, well and good. If not, SP is equal to 3 by 4 into 100 CP. 4 ones 4, 25s. So SP value will become what for me here? 75% of CP. 75% of CP means profit or loss? Loss. Loss by what percentage? 25%. Loss by 25% in this case. Understood, student? Now come to the second one. If the CP of 6 articles is equal to SP of 4 articles, that means what? Same. 6 CP is equal to 4 SP. And here SP in terms of CP I need to write. So 6 by 4 CP. 3 times and 2 times. So SP value will become what for me here? 3 by 2 CP. If you know it is well and good. If not, 3 by 2 means what? 150%. If not, 3 by 2 into 100% of CP. 2 ones are 2, 50s are. So SP value will become what for me here? 150% of CP. 150% of CP. Whether it is profit or loss? Profit. More than 100, right? Profit by what? 50%. Profit by 50% here. Okay? Understood? Next one. A man sold 2 watches for rupees 1000 each. On one he gains 25% and the other he loses 20%. Find how much percent does he gain or loss in the whole transaction. Now please be careful, students, in this case. And one more thing, please, I want to make clear for you people. Sir, in the earlier cases, whenever you have written this initial and final, there you multiplied. Did you remember? There we multiplied. But why did you add it here, sir? See, students, that context is different and this context is different. Here 2 books price we need to add, right, to get the final price. There the same value was changed for 2 times. Only one value it was changed for multiple times. So in that cases you can multiply. When the values are 2 different values, This is the total initial value and this is the total final value. Two books price, how you will do? Whether you will multiply them? No. You will add them. Because of that reason, I have added here. In that cases, we multiplied. So, please be careful. Okay, now the same concept here. Now, here we will go with the shortcut one. Very easily you will get the answer. On one, he gains 25%, right? So, first one, he gains 25%. 25% means what it becomes? 1 by 4. So, initial and final. Initial value will become 4 and final value becomes what? 5. Okay, good. And the other, he loses 20%. On the second, he is losing 20%. 20% means what? 1 by 5. 20 by 100, 20 ones are 25s are. So, that fraction is 1 by 5. So, initial value will become 5 and final value becomes what? 4. Now, please be careful, students. A man sold 2 watches for rupees 1000 each. That means the selling price of both the watches should be equal. But please see here, are they equal here? Final values are equal. So, first of all, equal the final values. How you will equal? You will multiply this with 4 and you will multiply this with 5. So, when you multiply them, this value will become what? 16 and 20. This value becomes what for me? 25 and 20. Now, overall he spent how much? 41 and in return he got how much? 40. Now, tell me profit or loss? Profit or loss? Definitely loss. Definitely loss. Loss by how much? Loss by how much? Please see here. On the whole, find how much percentage does he gain or loss in the whole transaction. Overall, he spent 41 rupees and in return he got just 40 rupees. So, loss will be equal to what for him in this case? Loss is equal to 1 by, difference is 1 by, what is the actual value? He spent 41 into 100%. So, here he will get 100 by 41% loss, which in turn becomes what? 100 by 41 means what I can write here actually, students? 18 by 41%. 18 by 41%. Anyway, both are same. Understood? If you know the simple and shortcut method, it is very easy to write the answer. And no need of this 1000 rupees. That is just for namesake they have given. Without that 1000 rupees help itself, we can solve. What I have done here is very simple. I have equaled the selling price. Why? Because both the watches were sold for the same price, 1000 rupees. So, first equal the final price. Very easily you will get the answer. Next one. Now, if Sohan while selling 2 goats at the same price makes a profit of 10% on one goat and suffers a loss of 10% on the other, then see here, first one he is getting a profit of what? 10%. 10% means what? 1 by 10. So, initial and final. Initial will be 10 and final will become what? 11. Why? Because a profit. Next, on the second, he is getting a loss of what? 10%. Means what? 1 by 10. 1 by 10. So, 10 and 9. 10 and 9. Loss of 10%. Now, please see here what is equal here. Selling price of both the goats are equal. That means I need to equal these final prices. How I can equal these final prices? I will multiply this with 9 and I will multiply this with 11. So, what happens when I do that? 90, 99. This will become 110 and 99. Okay. So, overall cost price. Overall prices will become what? When I add these two, this will become 200. When I add these two, it will become 198. Now, tell me whether there is a profit or loss. He spent 200 and in return he got just 198. In return he got just 198. Whether it is profit or loss? Definitely loss. Loss by how much? 2 by. The difference between those two is 2 by actual value or initial value or the amount which we spend is 200 into 100. 2 ones, 2 hundreds, 100 will get cancelled. 1% loss. So, definitely there will be a loss of 1%. There will be a loss of 1%. There will be a loss of 1%. He suffers a loss of 1%. See here, students, actually there are some formulas for this. Whenever there is X% profit and X% loss when we sell a product, then what will happen? Okay. If the selling price of 2 articles. So, actually the formula is x square by 100%. This will be the profit or loss case. But in examinations, you will not remember all these things, students. If it is little bit twisted, the formula is not at all going to be worked. Because of that reason, I am telling this method. On first he is getting a profit and both the selling price are equal. For example, if the question this says that if the cost price are equal means directly I will go with this one only without doing anything. And one more thing, why I am adding here two different goats. I need to add their cost price. So I have added here. Understood? Don't multiply. Please be careful with that. Next one. A shopkeeper sells an article at rupees 40 and gets X% profit. That means what? SP is equal to 100 plus X percentage of CP, right? Okay, when SP is equal to 40 rupees. When SP is equal to 40 rupees, SP relation between CP and CP will be equal to 100 plus X% of CP. Next, however, when he sells it at rupees 20, he faces same percentage loss. That means when the selling price is 20 rupees, then loss means what? SP is equal to 100 minus X percentage of CP. Why? Because in this case he is getting a loss of what? Same percentage. What is the original cost of the article? What is the original cost of the article? Now what is the difference between these two prices, ma? What is the difference between these two prices? 20 rupees. And the 20, what is the difference between these two? 100 plus X minus 100 minus C. Here what happens? 100 plus X minus 100 minus X percentage of CP I will get. When I subtract these two things, 100 will get cancelled, X plus X, it will become 2X% of CP will be equal to what? What is the difference between these two? 20. So 2X percentage of CP will become what? 20. Okay, 2X percentage of CP will become what? 20 for me. Understood? So now, X percentage of CP becomes what? 10 rupees. X percentage of CP becomes what? 10 rupees. Now please see here, SP, when the SP is 40 rupees, my CP will be, a relation between SP and CP is what? You can substitute this in this one or in this one. Both the cases, you will get the same result. If I substitute in the first one, what I will get here? 40 is equal to X% of CP. And just now we calculated what is X percentage of CP? 10 rupees. 10 rupees. That means what it becomes? 40 is equal to 100% of CP or CP plus 10 rupees. Then CP value will become what for me here? 30 rupees. That means the original cost price is 30 rupees. Original cost price is 30 rupees. 30 rupees. Like that you can do. In many different ways you can do, and this is one of the methods. Understood? Next one. Gopal bought a cell phone and sold it to Ram at 10% profit. Then Ram wanted to sell it back to Gopal at 10% loss. What will be the Gopal position if he agreed? Now see here, reverse trading once again. So first he sold it with a profit of 10%, right? So profit 10%. Same product, so no need to worry. Initial 10% means what? 1 by 10. Initial and final. That means 10 and he will sell for 11. And then next reverse. Okay, he is selling at a loss of what? 10%. That is 1 by 10. So this will become 10 and 9. 10 and 9. So in return, so initially the price how much is will spend is 900 and in return he will get 99. Now tell me what is the Gopal position if he agrees for this deal? If he agrees for this deal, what is his position? He will get a gain of, why? Because the actual price is 100. In return, he is purchasing it for 99 only. But please be careful, this is little bit tricky. If you have any doubt, go with the general assumption. Assume that the price is 100 rupees. Assume that the price is 100 rupees. Now what the Ram has done, Gopal has done means he sold it at a profit of 10%. That means Gopal to Ram. He sold for what? 110 rupees. Ram purchased it for 110 rupees. Okay, now Ram once again selling it to Gopal at a loss of 10%. What is 10% of 110? 11, right? So that means Ram will sell this to Gopal for what price? 99 rupees only. 99 rupees only. Now that means what is the actual price? 100 rupees. And in return Gopal is purchasing it for just 99 rupees. That means profit or loss? Profit or loss? He will get a profit. Profit by what percentage? 1%. He will get a profit by 1% here. Next one. If the price of an article is increased by 20% and the new person is increased by 25%, new price, sorry. decreased and increased by 20. What is the net change in the price? Already we done the similar one in our percentage, but now please see here. If the price is decreased by 20%, 20% decreased. So what it becomes? 1 by 5. So initial, final, 5 and 4. And then increased by 25%. 25% increase. 25% means what? 1 by 4. Initial will become 4, final will become what? 5. Same product, right? So multiply. 5 4s are 20, 4 5s are 20. So he is spending 20 and returns he is getting 20. So what is the change in the price? What is the change? No, 0%. There is no change in the price. There is no change in the price. Next one. A person bought a car and sold it for rupees 3 lakhs. If he incurred a loss of 20%, then how much he spent to buy the car? Okay. Now what he is getting a loss of 20%, right? So what is the relation between SP and CP? SP value will be equal to 80% of CP. Why? Because loss. Loss means what you will do? You will subtract it from 100. 100 minus 20. So SP is equal to what it becomes? 80% of CP for us here. So in this question, 80% of CP is equal to what? 3 lakhs. Very clearly they mentioned in the question. So they are asking us what is the original cost price. How much or else how much is spent to purchase the car. Assume it as some X. Cross multiply these students, what you will get? 80 into X is equal to 100 into 3 lakhs. So 24s are 25s are. Next 4 1s are 4. 7s are 28. I will be left with 5 and 3 zeros. 75,000 into 5. 75,000 into 5, what you will get here? 3 lakhs 75,000. 3 lakhs 75,000 is the price which was spent here. 75 5s are 375 and the 3 zeros. So 3 lakhs 75,000 is the amount which he spent to purchase the car, and he sold it for what? He sold it for 3 lakhs. Understood? Next one. Rakesh had money to buy 8 mobile handsets of a specific company, but the retailer offered a very good discount on that particular handset. Rakesh could buy 10 mobile handsets with the amount he had. What was the discount the retailer offered? Now see here students, actually he have 8 mobile sets amount with him. We go with the assumption that will that will be very easy for us to solve. Assume that he have some 800 rupees with him. Why I have taken 800 rupees means had money to buy 8 mobiles, right? So I will assume that one mobile is 100 rupees. So assume that he has 800 rupees. Now actually he need to buy how many handset? 8. But due to the offer he purchased how much? 10. So what is the cost price in the first case? First case the cost price 100 rupees per piece. In the second case what is the price? 80 rupees per piece, right? In the second case the price is 80 rupees per piece. Now tell me how much discount was given from here to here? 20 rupees, right? 20 rupees is nothing but 20%. So the discount given by the shopkeeper is how much? 20%. Very simple students. With the assumptions you can solve these type of questions. Okay, 800 rupees. Assume that Rakesh has some 800 rupees with him. So if the price, if he was able to purchase 8 handsets, means each handset price will become what? 100 rupees. But due to discount he is able to purchase 10. So the new price will become what? 80 rupees per piece. From here to here what is the decrease in the price? 20. So 20 by what is the actual price? 100 into 100. So what is the discount he is getting here? 20%. So your answer is here 20%. Next one. Okay, that's it. With this we finished the problems which are related to profit and loss also students. So please do practice, especially that effective percentage. That marking up the price and getting discount, that is very, very important. Please practice that questions and this general questions. From this only mostly they are going to ask the questions. Right? Thank you very much. We will see with a new topic in our next session. Thank you.